Good evening, guys. My name is Chen, and well, tonight I'm going to talk about something. It's not really Ruby related or technology related. It's more about like a lifestyle and personal stories. I hope I can entertain you guys. um, yeah. So what is van life? Have anyone heard about like van life? It's quite trendy right now. Yeah? Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, if you haven't heard of van life, you can just open your Instagram, hashtag van life. You would get like lots of really, really nice pictures about people living in the van and traveling to all different places, enjoy their life. Uh, yeah, that's part of the van life. And also, if you think about people living in the van, you may think about like Breaking Bad, I guess, and even like FBI civilian van, anything like that. But it's that a little bit like removed from my life. Um, what exactly is a van life for me? It's pretty simple. It's just a living. Instead of living in apartment house, I choose now living in a van, and yeah, that's it. Um, there's nothing really crazy or fancy. Yeah, there's something, but yeah, pretty normal, just a different place. And lots of people ask me like, yeah, that's why are you choosing to living in this kind of lifestyle? The story goes back last year around like December or November last year. I was back in Canberra in Australian National University doing computer science and mathematics degrees. Man, the things got really intense, and yeah, I guess many of you have the experience during like a university time. Especially like before major project due in the final exam period, I pretty much spend majority time like in the university in the campus. I think would be like around probably just stay at my apartment for 6 hours tops. And that 6 hours is just going to bed directly, go to sleep. And one day last year, December, when I finished study, go back to my apartment, that would be around 3 a.m. in the morning. And I go to my bed, lying in my bed, so tired, and just staring at the ceiling of that room. I realized, yeah, that's pretty cool. I pay $200 per week for a nice ceiling. I'm going to stare at it for 10 minutes, then fall asleep, and wake up in the morning, go back to the campus. That seems like a little bit wasted. I got like nice apartment, share with another friends. We get nice like living room, everything just like really nice. But I don't really fully using that whole thing. And between like the commuting between my apartment to the university is actually yeah, it's probably 40 minutes daily. I don't really feel like I need to spend that time. And I happen to have some friends. They're actually living in a van before, but it's just like a short period. The longest one would be like 1 year. They are super nice couple from Europe, of course, backpacker. Yeah, living in a van for 1 year. And there's another friends who is actually doing jobs and living in Australia, choosing this lifestyle, like a little bit like choosing this lifestyle. And I happen to have these friends. That moment, I realized, what if I just do exactly what they did instead, like living in an apartment? I can maybe parking somewhere outside university, and also I can just go to the camper van and sleep, wake up, go to the university and do my things again. And also at the time, I don't have car, I don't have vehicle, so it's like it's like a win-win for me. I got a place to stay, and also I got a vehicle driving around, explore Australia. Sounds great. And also I can save like $200 per week. That's actually quite big money if you consider that would be like what, 50 plus weeks per year. So I decide maybe I should get into this van life. I never thought there would be any problem to this. I thought I could just buy a van, parking anywhere, enjoy my life, being super efficiency on time and resources. Then that's the time I begin to searching about a van and gradually get into the van life. I think there's actually, that's last year, December, to now is about like exactly about like 1 year now. And through this 1 year, I experienced lots of different things. Now I'm realized there are lots of similarities between living in a van and also as a programmer doing like project in general. Maybe all the metaphor in this talk seems a little bit far-reach, but I just trying to find a nice way for us as programmer and technology people to easy to understand. There are going to be some pseudo Ruby code, and if there's going to be lots of like errors, please just let me know. Yeah. Okay. So let's imagine living in a van as a personal project. It's going to be a huge project. It's actually one of my major projects in my life right now. And I, as this project's creator, and also I'm maintainer, and also I'm the end user. So that's 3 different roles to this one big project. I want to sell this project to all of you, make you understand why I'm choosing to live in the van right now. I would do exactly what other programmer, what other creator, maintainer, they do to that project, create a nice homepage with all these amazing buzzwords and a really nice Hello World application, easy to implement. And so I think about that. If I'm going to create that web page, what would that look like? It's probably would something like that. It's going to be lots of nice photos, people living in the van. Yeah, lots of like nice people you can see. A different place, nice sceneries, some on the beach, and look at that, the moonshine is just awesome. And also lots of hippies. Well, that's what we do to lure other people, other users to your project and make it better. Why not? And I'm going to create lots of awesome buzzwords. I don't really know what I'm going to put the buzzword into the homepage, so I just did a really easy search on Google. What's the benefit if you're living in the van life? There's just like random posts that said 11 benefits choosing to live in the van. I just basically copy-paste them to this buzzword. Amazing views, of course, amazing views. You can go to different place. Freedom. We all want freedom. Adventure. Inexpensive. Yeah, you don't need to pay rent or mortgage. Outdoorsy, you can go to different place. Climbing, hiking, walk anywhere. Especially for programmers, that's a possibility compared to people working in bank. I don't think they can do that, right? And also that one, minimally easy. I don't even understand what that means. I just copy-paste that. I personally, I never have any thought that's actually minimally easy of that lifestyle compared to living in a nice house. No way. Of course, and the rainbows, unicorns if you want. Yeah. Next one, let's create a simple like a hello world. So that's what I mean when using like a Ruby code, trying to be smart, but it could be just make an ass of myself. That's what I did is like van life in a hello world will be just like simple. You replace home in your life from like some address to van, and then you get a new hash parent value, which is van feeling, going to be awesome and freedom, and return unicorn and a rainbow. That seems really nice, and people will love it. But that's me as a creator of this project. Talk to you guys. Later, I'm going to talk as a user and a maintainer to explain this is not true. Just like lots of things, it's probably partially true, and also. Also remember back then at December, I have this thought, why actually paying the money, living in a place only in the bed, and also I think about the concept of home. That's really rational. What is the concept of home for me? I think it's just like at the time, it's a place, it's a shelter, it's a place with address. It's a fixed address, I can stay there, I can, get sleep, sometimes get shower, and yeah, play guitar. That's probably it. Then I realized, that sounds actually a little bit familiar to the concept of symbol. Home is symbol to me at the time, and that's actually really similar to the symbol in Ruby. It's a fixed address in memory or in a physical place if you want. Yeah, that's home at that moment to me. Next we're going to like get started, really. Now you'll get excited. You feel like, yeah, that's awesome. We get all these nice things, and it seems really minimally easy. Let's get started. If you really want to get started, I don't think it's directly buying a van, then get to the van life. There's one more step at least before that. It's going to be like every time you're trying to install something to your system, probably you want to do a system requirement check. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. There's no way. I'm still learning Ruby and all this. I couldn't figure out a way to put all these like Boolean functions into one gigantic. But you get what I mean. You want to do the system check, which is like, for me, I ask myself, do I have children? If I have children, I probably couldn't choose in this lifestyle. At the moment, I'm single, same as well. I don't have any children. I don't have a pet. And also, I don't have like mortgage or house. I don't have a car. That thing, everything checked to me. I don't have a hobby which requires a place to perform. Well, I play guitar, and I realize, I can play guitar in the camper van, but it's a little bit hard. And also, do I have the initial investment? Yeah, I do have a little bit saving at the time. So, and also, camper van is not very expensive. It really depends on what you need. Regular locations at the time, university, that's easy. Relationship status, I'm so glad. That's the only time I can tell other people I'm single. I can get to the van life. If you're a couple, you have to be really lucky. I don't know. I don't want to do that, like as a couple. Yeah, can you live in without anything? And also, what's your sleep pattern? It's not going to be regular if you're living in a van compared to living at a house or apartment. If you check all the requirements, and also, by the way, all the requirement is just, it's just like for me personally, you don't have to be satisfied all the requirement. Just follow your heart. Sometimes, just do it, maybe. Yeah, next time I going to the phase buying a van, which I did a little bit of research. The whole process of buying vans actually took me 2 months. Since the first time I, searching the vans, then actually get my vans is 2 months. It's terrible experience, really. You spend so much time and energies on searching the right van. Sometimes you think that's the right van, you call it, they just booked by other people. Happening all the time. There's like 3 different types of van. One is like what they call it stealth van. It's basically a panel van, deliver van. They self-build into a proper sleeping, like place. You can sleep inside, but yeah, you get the cons. It's you have to build that by yourself. And also, you can't really stand inside the van. And it's lack of everything. They don't even have window. They don't have lots of things. Next one would be like a pop top. It's usually like a factory build. Pop top is like one that's top, you pop up. You can like live in there, and also when you're driving, you can pop down. It's pretty convenient. Got this benefit of like a kind of like a stealthy van, but it's not really. And also, you get like at least you can stand in there. Because it's factory built, it's going to be hard to maintain and also expensive, really expensive. Next one would be like high top. Instead of popping up the top, you actually buy a van with like fixed, extended top, roof on the top. It's quite similar. The function is quite similar to the pop top. And also, it's you can't really like just parking anywhere using that van. It's a gateway. It's a camper van. Everyone know that. The system admin, police, and city councils, they would easily spot you and tell you, no, dude, you can't park there. So, yeah, at the time, actually, I'm thinking about like a pop top van, which is got all the benefits from both worlds, but didn't happen because it really requires patience and luck. You get what like that one is meant to you. You get that one. So if you can find others, maybe just searching for unicorn. This is just photo like a stealth camper vans. This is like pop top. That one is like a really fancy combi high top. That's not mine. About 2 months later, this year February, I found an advertisement on Gumtree, and there's a nice couple in Sydney. They're selling their camper van. It's actually their mothers. Their mother just passed away a couple months ago. The old lady before used to driving my van, which is Emilu. That's actually my home and my vehicle. So they decide to sell their mother's van, and I happen to quite like it. It's really tight and neat inside. It's super clean. The old lady cafe is really nice. It's an old van. It's like year 2000, but everything is really nice. What I get from that is I got everything I possibly need for a camper van or even home by standard. The power, lots of people ask me like, what do you get in power? I get secondary like batteries, which is plenty. I never have the issue running out of electricity because I also have like a solar panel on the top. That's for the electricity. There's a cooking top, like a burner top, stove. You can cook, which is running on the natural gas. There's a compartment which can hold like 4 kilogram gas cylinder, which would last me about 2 weeks. I would talk about how I know these numbers, which is super important. And also for the, like a water tank and also fridge. By the way, the 90-liter fridge is luxurious to me. I never really fully use that one. It's crazy. And also they even have microwave oven at the time and also 20-inch TV inside. I definitely know the person like a TV person, so I removed it. And also I removed the microwave oven. It's huge. It's with I think it's with so much. If I take them, I remove that, I can save lots of like weight, everything. Yeah, and that's basically what I get from the camper van. So the time when I get the camper van is Saturday night. I was driving back from Sydney to Canberra. It's dark. The first time I driving Amilu, and just me in front of the driving, in front of the car. I was super exciting. I never forget that feeling. Just driving at nighttime, you look at the moonlight by yourself. You realize you don't require anything to survive. You got this vehicle. Also, you got your home. You can go anywhere. That feeling, I guess that's what they call freedom. I never really understand when they say living in the camper van, you get freedom. But I get the feeling, the sensation when you're driving that. I really enjoy that. It's actually remind me something like, give probably an example I program Vim. When you begin to using Vim, the first time you know how to quit Vim, probably same to that. And also you get a really familiar navigate using Vim's keyboard. Hey, you feel like you accomplished something. And later there's different like Vim jokes as well. Yeah. The second day I'm driving back to Canberra, and you have to move your place, your things, your personal belongings from your old place to the van. What you do is like move from apartment to van. There are going to be like 2 separate lists. One is like the things you want keep in the van. Another one is you're going to, give away or just disappear, make them. So you need to clean up the house. I never realized like I have so much belongings. Think about me, I'm like 26 at the time, a single dude, and spend most of the time doing things probably I shouldn't spend that much time. But after cleaning the whole house, I got 8 boxes of personal belongings, and only 3 is the things actually using on daily basis. The other 5 boxes is just there. I never even touched them for a very, very long time. So so what I choose is just keep the essential, which is only 3 storage boxes. Majority of them clothes, and a set of kitchen cooking wares, and maybe laptop, headphone kind of things, and my guitars, and toilets, medicines, and tools. That's it. Really, that's the essential I need. I moved them to the van, then decorate my van. It's that's inside the van. Other people going to ask like, why every people living in a van have to decorate their place so bohemian, like so hippie-ish? Have you guys ever wondered about that? Yeah, I know you guys have the answer. Because they are hippies. Only hippies living in a van. I, for one, probably not, but I still choosing this lifestyle, like this decoration. The reason for that is I can, avoid explanations. If you're living in a camper van, you don't have hippie decorations. Other people are going to like think different about you. They're going to be super suspicious. Okay, that's the thing. If you live in a van and also decorate like a hippie, they know. Yeah, that's it. I know. I feel safe. I know this kind of person. I don't need to worry too much. Exactly. Yeah, that's during the daytime. So that's like a portable table. Usually during the nighttime, I just took it away. And this sofa is convertible into bed. It's going to be a double bed during the nighttime. And that thing is actually connected is to a 12 volts, is DC connector to the car battery. Some people, some of my friends actually suggest me before I get the camper van, you have to get an inverter so you can use all the 240. But the thing is actually, think about every appliance. You literally using the converter from DC, from AC to DC. Then if I get an inverter, it's basically doing, again, convert back from AC to DC. Why do I want that? Instead, just get a DC, charger. If you can charge your laptop, I think you are pretty good for every other things. Yeah. That's during the nighttime. I think that could be the nicest photo I can ever take about the camper van, trying to fake so nice. Yeah, that's during the nighttime. I living there on daily basis. That's the kitchen area, and also there's a burner stove, there's a water sink, there's a gigantic fridge. It's always causing troubles. So it's the beginning of the new journey. So this 1 year, I learned a lot by this journey. Life is never going to be the same compared to living in a fixed property. It's basically involves 3 features. It's first one, you get different bugs, issues every single day. Not really every single day, but quite constantly. You need to resolve them. Does that sound familiar to us? And also, you want to add something new to a van because you want to make things better. And also you want to make the performance even better. Optimize the performance. When I say optimize performance, what I did at the beginning, I removed the microwave oven. It's literally save weight, and also it's easy on the fuelage. So issues like there would be time the things would have broken down. I remember once, literally, the van is literally just broken down outside, somewhere outside Melbourne. It's pouring rain outside. I couldn't get any help at the time, so I have to stay in the van, just be there and being cold for the one night. That's just like normal issues you may actually encounter. Ooh, sorry. That's actually, how can I go back? Which is, yeah, sorry. Yeah. So the 1 year what I learned, there's 2 important things. One is planning and another one is adapting. You want to plan ahead. Whenever you go to different place, planning involves you at least need to have a list where you can get a water supply, where you can, find toilet, which sounds silly. We all got toilet, right? No, not really. If you live in a van, toilet is going to be really hard to find sometimes. Mark my word. And also, you need to think about all the powers, electricity. You need to check on that, and also the natural gas. And also what if sometimes you have the project, you have the things you need to do. You don't want to stay in your van for the whole night. You want to find a nice place which give you nice posture. You can sit there typing on where you can go. I found out there's not so many places. Sometimes in the university library, if that's before a final exam period, they would open 24 hours, but that's it. Otherwise, you have to go to Pancake Palo. Guys, Pancake Palo is awesome. Don't buy food there. It's super unhealthy. It's super unhealthy. Just look at the waiters there. You will get the ideas. I'm just Go there. They open 24 hours. Not most of them, but some of them open 24 hours, and also using the same Wi-Fi password. Lovely 57. There's one Pancake Hollow I always go to now in Melbourne. It's in Werribee, where I park my camper van outside my friend's place, and they already know me. Every weekend, I probably just go there and do my things. They enjoy. They really welcome me because why not? Yeah, it seems nice, seems decent. And you want planning. You want planning because if you go to different places, you want to know the list I just gave to you. You want to know where you can get all these things. And also 24-hour gym membership is really important. If you have 24-hour gym membership, that solves half the problem you would ever encounter. Next thing is keep monitoring and logging. Before I talk about the natural gas, I know that's 2 weeks I'm going to running out. What if like the summertime, you're running out the gas at the last day? You don't know what exactly is going to be the daytime or nighttime. You're going to work, and when you come back, all your nice food, fresh food, they all, went bad. And also the ice just melt and get, to everywhere in the camper van. You want to monitoring, you want to keep nice log to all these things, vehicle conditions, fuel levels, and electricity levels, water levels, gas levels, so you can be prepared. Yeah, I think that's really similar to what we do. And next one is adapting. You have to be adapting. Compared to living in a house, living in a van, there's no such a thing called constant. Everything is changing. Everything is changing all the time. So you don't have this fallback. You don't have this place called home. You can, if you feel tired, something happened, you just go there, hiding in that place. It's never going to happen. So you have to learn adapting. Wherever you are, that's the place is home. Really, you will learn that, and you will get better on that. Yeah. Things would happen inside the vans, and also things would happen outside the vans. You would park into different places, you would meet different peoples. How you actually interact with different peoples. Before I don't really enjoy talking to many peoples, but I have to learn this. It's a skill. You need to learn to survive. How you talking to maybe police who knock on your door? How you talk to other people? Before in the campers, I park in my van, there are security people literally knocking on the door. How are you going to handle that? And also there are maybe dodgy peoples. How are you going to handle that? It's all different things you need to learn, you need to realize, you need to remember all the things. Yeah, and also the most important, just be yourself. Don't hiding anything. Just be yourself. Tell them why you're choosing to do this. Most of people, they understand and they appreciate what you do. Even they don't, they just, okay, seems pretty honest. I don't, yeah. Yeah, that's the steps. If you want to really get into the van life, system check, buy a van, move, and maintain the van life, make plan, be adaptive. Now it's time to reverse, a revision, all this buzzword. I copied from, some website. It doesn't make any sense. For me, this makes sense. Agile, it makes sense. It's super agile. You have to, you go to different places, you have to move fast. You have to adapt it to different things. And also it's really environment friendly. I have 6-liter water tank. Every time I'm trying to wash something, I need to be really careful. I need to keep the water level as minimal as possible to wash things. So I can keep the water as long as possible because the water refilling is kind of difficult. And also essence focused. What I mean by that is if you're living in a van, basically you're pushing yourself out of the comfortable zone. You do the things really matter in your life. You do the things that you care about. You don't really go back home and just relax, trying to, escape from the things and open to others. Like I mentioned, you have to be super straight and honest. You cherish things, small things, something maybe before I probably ignored before, like toilet. I do cherish the toilet a lot. And also adaptable. It's above all, it's like a great challenge. I like this. It's this great challenge. We all we are programmed. Why we do this? Because we like a challenge. We want to prove we are good at something. We want to solve some problem. That's it. That's a big project you can do outside, programming. And also experience, all this insight. I probably wouldn't have this if I don't really have this experience and also, create some courage from this. I really enjoy it. And also I probably need to change this hello world revision, change these things. It's not just replace the home from some address to van, then you just get awesomeness, infinite awesomeness. No, it's not. You need to change the home address to van, and also you're going to learn to live the van with everything in your life, every single aspect. Probably that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Does that make sense? I'm sorry. It's just, I'm trying to say is there are some functions living in a van, all the values in your life, all the aspects you have to learn using, think about living in a van, everything. Then return on life. And finally, I just so much. Finally, before I talk, home is like a symbol. It's in the fixed address or physical address. It's not really. Now I look about this, home is not just a symbol, not a fixed address in memory or physical. It's names of where and how we live don't matter. You can live in a van, you can live in an apartment, a house. Doesn't make any difference. The most important thing is the value we actually attach to home, to this key. So, little bit cheesy, but no matter what you do, trying to make it meaningful. Life is really just like home where your heart is. That's it. And one last thing, you have to keep one of those. You have to keep one of those. One day it will save your life. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
So, who was thinking about living in a van up until like that second last slide? Questions? I have a question first.
Okay.
All right. How do you get Uber Eats to deliver to a van?
Oh, I never do that. You can. I got a bicycle on the bike attached to the bike. You can ride in your bicycle to the nearest restaurant, or if you go to some place, driving.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
Where was
I saw you have a question.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Hi, can you give us a little bit more detail about your toilet and shower arrangements?
I thought about that. That's why I give you this like a picture, and then I realized you guys going to extending the whole things. Yeah, 24-hour gyms. 24-hour gyms is your friend. Is my friend, because I go there, I get healthy. I go there, I get like shower in the morning, and I do a little bit exercise. If I don't have time, go to like the gym. You're like depends on where you work and also you study. University, you only have like showers. You need to find it. It's hiding. It's open to public, it's hiding. In your workplace, if you work in a place they don't have a shower, I think probably it's a good time, consider to, maybe moving to other workplace.
Very good, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ryan?
Can I just mention that Culture Amp has not one but two showers downstairs, and that's two for the men and two for the women.
Yes.
At least, I think.
Do you have a parking space?
Yes. Camping at 31, bang. My question was, how do you get mail?
Yeah. The mail is, you can go to post office, get one of this mailbox. That's for like paper mail deliver. But if you actually have parcel, usually they have like 24-hour parcel locker. You can deliver that to, 24-hour parcel locker. Another easy way is actually ask your friends. Usually, if you nice enough, you have lots of friends, they would love to help you. I got some friends, I'm mailing to their address. They would love to do it. That's when I do all these things to their place. So yeah, just kidding. Yeah, post office and also your friend's place. Yeah.
We spoke about mail. What about the voting roll? Do you need a physical address for that? I have no idea.
I don't know.
I'm going to assume you're not on the roll.
Yeah. I keep the old address. That's an easy way. Just forget every troubles you could have. So I love it. Yeah.
Post Australia has an options to have your digitize your letters.
Yep.
And you can get them to your inbox. Also, they have the parcel boxes that you can use to receive parcels.
Awesome.
Besides that, so.
Yeah, and also talking about mail and parcels, if you really need, you have some important document, I strongly recommend you actually rent one of this safety box. There's no like version control in this project. That's the closest thing you can ever get. Just saying, yeah.
In a minute. I'll come back to you.
Do you have like a blog or like an online following or something of your story?
I actually don't. I feel there's many people living in this lifestyle and they living a awesome life. Much seems colorful to me. I maybe I would create one just being really real to this life. I thinking I should do one actually. I'm thinking about that. Thanks. If I do one, will you follow me actually?
So, have you had the situation where you meet someone nice and they're like, hey, let's go back to your place?
Yeah, I do. Actually, the chance you actually meet someone nice, they want to stay at your place when you're living in a van, it's actually higher. It's much higher than you living in an apartment or a house. I realized that.
Really?
You need to think about that.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.